We have resolution R21-149 by Council Members Giarrusso, Banks, Brissett, and Wynn, endorsing the cooperative endeavor agreement between Jefferson Parish, Orleans Parish, and the state of Louisiana to engage in a redevelopment of West End.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Colleagues, you may see that we have a couple of faces that have popped up on the screen here because of this issue. I'd like to welcome Councilmember Van Franken from Jefferson Parish, and you also see Jeff Schwartz from the Mayor's Office. He's the Director of Economic Development. And I know we've been talking a lot about West End for a long time, but it's incredibly exciting. It's not just exciting because this is a real economic opportunity, both for Orleans and Jefferson and the surrounding region. But I think you hear me get so passionate about it because it's a place that I grew up going as a kid. And as I talk to other people throughout the city, they remember going to this venue, whether it was to Fitzgerald's or Bruning's or Swanson's or Jaeger's. And there's names that I've even forgotten over time where people remember going and just having a great time on a Friday or a Saturday night. Obviously, West End was wiped out by Hurricane Katrina in 2005. And over the years, new boat slips, restaurants, condos, boathouses have popped up, breathing new life into the waterfront. But the economic development of this area has been left untouched. Now, the city has been and continues to promote economic development everywhere. And restoring West End has really been one of the city's priorities and one of my top priorities since coming back into office. But this doesn't happen without having a lot of really great partners and partnerships. And so I have to take a moment to really thank the Mayor's Office, who's been working tirelessly with Jefferson Parish and state officials to redevelop this high-value property. This kind of teamwork is valued, and I think we can all sometimes make some jokes about how slowly things work in government. But trying to coordinate between the city, Jefferson Parish, the state has been no easy task, and so hats off to Mayor Cantrell and Jeff and your team for helping us out so much. Obviously, Councilmember Van Franken, you've been a wonderful partner. I think literally before I was even sworn in, we sat down, we started talking about things, and this was the top of our list. And I know she couldn't be here today because she's in session, but Representative Hilferty filed one of the bills that actually allowed both parishes to lease the water bombs. That was incredibly important to this. The CEA is a good document that allows us to really have a very thoughtful process as we move through what's going to happen here. And I'm just thrilled to see where we are in the possibilities, whether they be cultural, residential, economic, and certainly recreational at the top of the list. So I want to thank all of my colleagues who've already joined me in co-sponsoring this. I'd love to hear from Councilmember Van Franken and Jeff and anybody on this council that has any comments. And Councilmember Van Franken, thank you for inviting me to your meeting last week, and welcome to our meeting this week.
Thank you. It's delightful to see all of your faces, even though it's by Zoom. I hope to see you in person again soon. We have been focusing on our lakefront in Jefferson. On the Jefferson side, we're doing great things out at Bucktown that will all be educational and recreational. And what we see is that will work beautifully in conjunction with what we can potentially bring back at West End that would be more commercial in nature, potentially housing. So we look forward to continuing to be supportive in any way in utilizing as a region our beautiful Lake Pontchartrain. It's an asset that's been underutilized in many respects. And so this is an opportunity, I think, where we can all come together, show the folks that we work for, our citizens, that we can work together and bring great things to life. So we're just really excited to continue this partnership and working to bring back West End.
Thank you, Council Member. Jeff.
Absolutely. Thank you, Councilmember Giarrusso and Councilmember Van Franken. I think you both largely covered it. I certainly remember the days of 99-cent crawfish. I don't know if those are going to come back at West End, but we can all dream. I think that this has been a project that I inherited, as Joe said. There's been, Councilmember Giarrusso has said this is a long time coming. Right? This is a project that has been on the books and in the works, and a lot of folks have really, taken a leadership role in moving this forward. So I'm just happy to be here and play a role on behalf of Mayor Cantrell in making sure that this process moves forward. Councilmember Van Branken, I know, the work that you all have done in Jefferson, frankly, is really exciting. I'm an urban planner by training, and so I get really excited when I see, really transformative projects, the visioning behind it, and the yeoman's work that has to happen. I know that you have been out there planting marsh grasses at various points, so it's literally work that we're all doing with our hands as well as our minds. And I think that it'll certainly take some more of that going forward. But I think with this CEA being done, now it's really the really fun part about envisioning what can happen at this site more concretely, how it aligns with what you all are doing just on the other side of the 17th Street Canal, and all of the different community and city aspirations for the site. So looking forward to those immediate next steps, and then finding some private sector investment to really help bring this to fruition. So thank you all again, Councilmember Giarrusso and Ben Rankin, for your leadership on this on behalf of Mayor Cantrell, and just excited for next steps.
Thank you so much.
Of course.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Councilmember Moreno, I see you came off of mute.
Yeah, so Councilmember Giarrusso and Councilmember Van Branken, thank you so much for your leadership on this, and the collaborative work that you all have done together, along with you as well, Jeff, and the mayor's team. Really fantastic what we can accomplish when we all come together. And we absolutely, Councilmember Van Branken, to your point, we need to do a lot more together. And I actually just met with Chairman Scott Walker about doing a combined Jefferson Parish and New Orleans City Council meeting, so that we can talk about some of the pressing issues that we're dealing with, and most importantly, COVID recovery, and how we can work together towards really increased economic benefits, not only for both parishes, but really regionally. And so we're looking at doing that meeting over in your neck of the woods, Councilmember Van Branken, on August 2nd. So be on the lookout for more information coming on that. But I think the more that we can team up, as both parishes coming together, just working for our region, the better off we're all going to be. I mean, whether it's economic development, COVID recovery, crime, all of those things don't really end at the parish line. So just thank you all so much for your leadership on this particular project, and let's keep doing more together. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilmember Brissett.
Thank you, Councilmember Giarrusso, and welcome, Councilmember Van Rankin. Thanks to both of you. I applied with Joe right up at West End and West End Boulevard and Lakeshore Drive. And so, as I stated on WWL Radio this morning, it was well received that this has been in the works in a collaborative effort between your office and Joe's office, and we are excited. I mean, they were asking, what do we look forward? Of course, the return of the livability and walkability of green space, entertainment, food, restaurants, and I'm also glad to hear the possibility of housing as well. And we want our families to have places to go, and it's been a hallmark and landmark piece of asset that we both share with each other as parishes. And so look forward to, of course, supporting it as a co-sponsor, and thank you all for your efforts.
Thank you, Councilmember. Councilmember Palmer.
I just want to thank you, Councilor Van Branken. I know you've just been a big fan of working in partnership with the city. I know you were really big with when we got when the bus line and more regional transit to Jefferson Parish, and that was under your leadership as well. And again, that leads towards economic development and the things that we can do. So I just really want to thank you, and I'm thrilled. Joe, I know, has been working on this since his first day in office. He's been so passionate about it, as we all have been wanting and waiting for it. I mean, growing up, going to Fitzgerald's and Brunings and all of those wonderful places, and the family members that used to meet out there. So I'm just excited. And Sid Mars, can't forget Sid Mars. That's where I named my third child. There. Yes. It was our baby shower, and that's where we came up with her name. Was right there on the porch at Sid Mars.
Did you name her Sidmar?
But
Did
no,
you name her Sidmar?
it was like a group effort. The third girl.
I love it. It's those kinds of stories that people reminisce about. I love it.
Yeah, it was great. So thank you both. Joe, congratulations, and same with you, Jennifer. Y'all are awesome.
Thanks so much, Kristen. Anybody else from the dais? Let me ask this. I don't think we have any public comments. I have 3 colleagues as co-sponsors.
Yeah, can you add my name, please, too, Joe? Thanks.
Councilmember Moreno as a co-sponsor. Anybody else?
Oh, throw me on there.
Palmer. All right. With that, Madam Clerk, I'll call for a vote, please.
Okay, so who said?
You're right. I forgot. I got to move. I'm going to move for approval of this. May I have a second? Thank you.
Second.
Second by Councilmember Brissette. Madam Clerk, now I'll call for a vote.
Councilmember Wynn,
Yay.
Councilmember Brissette,
Yes.
Councilmember Glapion.
Yes, and I thought I was already on, so please add me as well. Thank you.
That's a full vote. Thank you.
Councilmember Moreno.
Yay.
Councilmember Gissison Palmer.
Yay.
Councilmember Banks.
Yay.
Councilmember Giarrusso.
Yay.
We have 7 yeas, no nays, and the resolution has been adopted.
Thanks so much to everybody for all your hard work. We appreciate it.
Thanks, colleagues. Appreciate
Take
it.
care. Bye-bye.
On that same page at the top, motion line over M21 120.